Hi there. Welcome to Text and Criticism. This is your host, Eduardo Flores. In the last video, we talked about a, a group of 132 manuscripts that had 100% coherence with manuscript 2554. 2554 is the best New Testament manuscript for family 35 in the whole New Testament. And actually, it's a perfect representative for the family in the book of Matthew. So we're going to in this video, we are going uh, to show you how to identify uh, uh, family 35 manuscript. We're going to go through the list to see if those 132 manuscripts are part of the family, and then we're going to see why some of them are not part. We're going to try to understand what is happening, why, if they are 100% coherent, then why they are not part of the family. And then we're going to study we together, see, until the end of, not the end of the age, but almost the end of the video. We are going to see the date and the provenance of each of those manuscripts. So feel comfortable here. Feel part of the family. Now let's share some things here. Okay. Okay. Um, yeah. Okay. So here's the tool that we have here in INTF, the clusters tool. And when you put in the link, you are going to see that it's in manuscript one, which is the family one. It's Caesarean. So we're going to put in here 2554 only for Matthew, and this is what happens. We see uh, all these manuscripts that are 100% coherent so there are 132 coherent manuscripts that are 100% coherent with manuscript 2554. So what we can do this so that you know that this is possible. We can do here a copy paste, and there you go. It's in Excel page, and it's okay. So you can now, well, it's not okay. Let me see what happened here. Okay, so we go, yeah, there it is. There you go. Okay, so you have the whole list, and there's one cell per each one. But since I had already done this, we're going to use this. So this list on the right is this list on the left. I think I should put the a little bit, at least 12, right? Yeah. There you go. Okay. Okay, so now let's look at this list. Here we have manuscript 18 with 100% of coherence. And we have two numbers here. We have 64 and 64. What is this talking about? Here we have, for example, manuscript 32 with 100% coherence, but it says 35 out of 35. So what this means is the following. If we go to the tool and we check guide, we're going to see that for yeah, okay. This grouping tool is based on data published in TUT. These volumes comprise collations of more than 2,200 continuous text manuscripts of the gospel in a total of 467 test passages, 64 in Matthew. So this number 64 means that it was a complete collection of the 64 passages. Okay, so that's important. Now, let me tell you how to, how do we know if all these manuscripts are family 35? I'm going to show you how you can do that. Okay, so Dr. Pickering has put that information in his book called Identity, the identity of the New Testament text 5. I'm going to go here to 207. Here we have the family 35 profile for the whole New Testament. And it starts in Matthew. So for Matthew, there are 92 family-specific readings. We can apply this profile to any manuscript to see if it is part or not of the family. This 92 are not the same 64. This 92 are specific of the family. So that's one reason why that list is the manuscripts in that list are not all family 35. So if we apply this list and we find like that there's a manuscript that has 80 or more percent of this diagnostic readings, then we can consider it part of the family. If it has less than 80%, then it's marginal. If it has higher than 95%, then it's a good member of the family. Okay, now let's go to discussion of all the divisions within family 35 in the whole New Testament. This is in page 219 of the same document. It says, this section is based on a complete collation of the following 57 representatives of the family in Matthew. So here we have a list of the fully collated F35 manuscripts for Matthew. So this is a lot of work. I mean, I participated, I helped Dr. Pickering in the Book of Acts with only 15 manuscript, and it felt like it was eternity, you know. And at the 10 places where there's division of list 10% in the 54, I spot checked the following 158. So we have 57 plus 158, we have around 215 F35 manuscripts. So I took this list and I compared it with the list given by INTF. I compared it with this list here, and I am identifying the the family 35 manuscripts in bold. So, for example, here we have now, since I'll try to give it a little bit more of zoom here because there are people that use their cellular phones. There you go. Okay, that's better. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so here we have A18, which is part of family 35. Now here we have manuscript 32. Manuscript 32 is not part of the family, but it only has 35 of the testellan, 35 of the uh, of the places where TUT is looking in Matthew. So 35 out of 35 means that we do not have almost half of the other test places. So maybe that's why this has 100%, but it's not part of the family. Um, and it's the same for 283. It's the same for 514. For 533, you can see here 38 and 38, 47. Here we have 49, 37, 61. So here we have 34. And so we have many of the manuscripts that have 100% and are not part of the family, have a few testing places. Okay, so that's one of the reasons. Now let's go to work. I'm going to close this. I'm going to, so we're going to see the provenance of these manuscripts and the dates. So we are going to use Wikipedia, okay? If we're in doubt, then we are going to use the INTF website. But if we use Wikipedia, we're going to go faster. Okay, ready? Ready to roll? Okay, so I'm going to, yeah, put it here. Okay. Okay, so like let's see. Let's start with manuscript 18. 18, we have manuscript 18. Uh it's um third, it was copied in 1364, and it's in Paris. Okay. Okay. Now 32, it's 12, and it's in Paris also. 12. 43, 43, we have its 11th, and it's in Paris, but it's not family 35. Just follow me. We're not going to do the whole list on this video. I'm just going to go through some of them with you so that you understand how you can do this by your own. So this is 11th, and it is family 35. This is in Munich. Okay. 128. 128 is 12, and it's in Germany. It's in Germany. 147. So you can do this on your own if you wanna have your own research, Vatican City. 167, it's 13th, and it's Vatican City. Okay. This is 13th, and it's in Rome, not specifically in Vatican, but in Rome. Okay. 201, let's see if we have something different. Yeah, this is 1357, and it's in London. 1357, and it's in London. So some of the manuscripts do have a date, and some of them, most of them, don't have a date. This is in Moscow. Moscow. Okay, and this is 14. When the date is specified, it's because the scribe wrote the date in the manuscript. If the date is like just the century, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, then it's an approximation. It's done by what's the word? It's like by the way people write, by the way people write. It's an approximation. I'm not sure how longer we are going to go together before I show you the whole list. Okay. Yeah, Parma, Italy. Okay, 13, and this is in Parma. Okay, so now you get the idea how we can do this. Okay, so I should have the whole list here, somewhere around here. Let me see if I have it. Okay, so I'll pause the video and I'll look for the list. Okay, just don't go away. But this is very important. So I'm back here. This took me about 1 hour and 15 minutes. Now we have the list here, and we have places like Paris, Munich, the Vatican, Rome. We have Moscow, Parma, and Florence, which are in Italy, Naples. We have places like Birmingham, Oxford, the USA, which are manuscripts that we cannot like use the provenance because they are somewhere else in another continent, right? But here we have, for example, St. Petersburg. This is 5 575, and it's part of the family. Modena in Italy, Cambridge, USA. All these are in Athens. This is an important place. Grottaferrata is another important place. Vatican, Edinburgh, Dionisio. Okay, so here we start seeing some some manuscripts that are in Mount Athos. So like here we have the monastery. Let's see if we can see some pictures of the monastery. Yeah, see it's beautiful. Oh, TripAdvisor. And we also have a Sphygmenu, which is part of Mount Athos. We have Iviron, which is in Greece. Karakalu, which is in Greece also. Clutlu Musiu, which is in Mount Athos. Great Labra is the biggest monastery in Mount Athos. Xerapotamu, Stavronikita. So Mount Athos is a peninsula with about 25 monasteries, but they are very independent monasteries, and some are representing uh, churches in Serbia, some are representing churches in Constantinople, some are representing churches in in Russia. So they obviously they are not enemies, but like they don't share much information between each other. So it's not like because there are manuscripts of Mount Athos, then it means there was contamination and everybody copied them. No, it doesn't mean that. We have manuscripts from Lesbos, which is outside Mount Athos. We have manuscripts from Saint Catherine, Jerusalem, from Taphos and from Sabas. We have from Andros in Greece. All these are manuscripts that come from Mount Athos. Pantelimon also. Here we have an interesting name, Olympiotisa. Let's see what's that about. Where's the word? Where, there you go. Olympiotisa. Olympio. There you go. Yeah. So this is the Holy Monastery of the Virgin Mary in Olympiotisa. And so it's in Greece, it's around here. Here, Olympiotisa, it's in Mount Olympus. Now, if we go west and we come here to this peninsula, all this peninsula is called Mount Athos. For example, we saw that somewhere from Great Labra. There you go. So it's a beautiful place, Great Labra. It's very nice. Um, We also saw that some were from, let's see, Pantelimon. Okay. See that? It's a beautiful place. So here in Mount Athos, we have a lot of manuscripts. How many manuscripts? I'm not sure. Maybe there are around five, 500 to 1,000 manuscripts here. So it's a recapitulations center, and maybe the Vatican has around 5,000 to 100. So it's a great center. We also have in Bucharest, we have two. We have 2554 and 2767. Both are family 35. So now what we're going to try to do is we're going to put some dots here. So we had from Italy, from Greece, from Turkey, from Paris, from Jerusalem, from the Sinai. Okay, we had a lot from Greece, so we are going to put more dots here. There were other places in Italy. So you can see kind of the distribution of all these manuscripts. Family 35 manuscripts are are distributed. They are not only in one place. And now we are going to see at the dates. The dates here we have 11th, for example. Let's put this in red. We have 12th. Let's put this in this other color. We have 12th, 12th, 11th. So I'm trying to identify the oldest manuscripts in this list. 12. Okay, 12 also. So like the other thing we can do is the following. Okay, there you go. So we have 19 of the 132 with a specific date. This is interesting. We have this here. We have a manuscript in Saint Petersburg, which is manuscript 2500. And although it's not part of the family, it has 35 out of 35 readings. It's going to be okay. Now we have uh, we have um, eight manuscripts from the 11th century, and we have we have 16 from the 12th. But we're going to discard those that are not part of the family. So part of the family, we have four of the 11th century. And okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have a 4 from the 11th century, which are located in Munich, London, Paris, and Andros, which is in Greece. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 11 from the 12th century that are in Moscow, Oxford, Grottaferrata, Kutlu Jerusalem, Athens, Stavronikita, Princeton, Trikala, and St. Petersburg. Okay, so what I'm trying to do in presenting this information to you is that for you to know that uh, the normal argument against family 35 is that it's a really late recension. Now, you can see there's a counter argument. If it's a really late recension, why do we have manuscripts from the 11th century and the 12th century that have the family profile and archetype in Matthew? See? So we cannot say that there was this guy in the 14th century that he went, or 13th century that he went around with this family 35 manuscript, and he told everyone everywhere from St. Catherine to Jerusalem to Asia Minor to all around Greece. He went into Mount Athos and he spoke to all the monasteries, and then he went to Italy and then to Paris, and he told them, you have to copy this. This is the text that you have to copy. No, there's I mean, it's not well fundamented. So there we have it. We have a family 35 manuscripts from all over the Mediterranean, and starting from the 11th century on. So this doesn't prove that the text is ancient. We're going to do more and more videos so you can get to know more about the family. It doesn't prove it's an ancient text. It doesn't prove that this medieval late manuscripts have an ancient text, but it does prove that it's not a 13th century recension. Okay? So thanks for being with me, and we'll be seeing each other later in another video. God bless.